Hello everyone, my name is Sins alongside Radovan. Welcome to the EU Finals Day 4. We have a lot of good matches coming up tonight, and including Retro and Baxter, both boxers looking to go up to the next round. Unfortunately though, due to, scheduling and all that good stuff, we actually had to air that match or record it earlier, so we'll bring that footage up to you real quick. But real quick though, I know the results of the match, but I ain't gonna spoil it. But both boxers actually are doing pretty good this tournament. Retro, the defending champion, of course he's gonna be good. But also too, Baxter, my mortal enemy. Baxter, he's been doing pretty well too. He's been boxing not only here in NHBL, but also in other tournaments and other servers too. He's been practicing everywhere he can. He's gotten a lot better. Radovan, with Baxter going up against the defending champion, what does Baxter have to do to try to, beat a defending champion? I mean, Baxter's been doing this for only a few months. It's got to be hard for him.
I think that now we know what he's going to do. The other one, what is the defending champion is going to do. So I think that Baxter is now trying to, trying to learn what he's going to and what will be his next steps. Calculate his behavior, when to dodge right, what left. I think the primary objective for him is to keep on moving and don't staying still, because movement is key, of course. And then even though he also needs to land his shots, because I think that the defending champion is a bit quicker and it's going to be harder for him to land those hits.
Yeah, for sure. Retro is a pretty quick fighter, not only on his feet, but with his fists too. So that match will come up here pretty shortly with the recording match. However, there is one more match, though, the main event tonight. We have a veteran boxer setup lit taking on the upcomer SpaceVegemite. SpaceVegemite already won a tournament back at the Clash this season. He has a lot of momentum in the EU Finals, but he's going up against someone who has a lot of experience. Now, Radovan, SpaceVegemite, he's been boxing for a little while over in NHBL, or NHBL Fight Night, I should say, with the European side. And he's shown that he is starting to become a pretty good boxer in his own right. He already won a tournament this season. Going up against Setup Lit, he, like I said, veteran boxer. He hasn't really made a mark yet in his career yet. He's still clawing and itching his way to that illustrious European Final Championship. So let me just get your opinion, Radovan. The Setup Lit, he's supposed to be the heavy favorite because he's a veteran here, but maybe that's not the case, considering that he's fighting someone who is already won a tournament this season. What are your thoughts?
No, I think that the setup lit is going to need more than just movement. Also, he needs land those hits as well, because Space is pretty quick. I have seen him back in Fight Nights where he has won the whole tournament, and his tactics just go on moving back and forth and to the sides, completely circling around the whole arena. And then, well, the only thing I can tell to setup lit is to keep on track of him. Don't lose the actual don't put your cursor away from his body, because then it will be your definitive demise.
Yeah, for sure. Great insight by Radovan here. And I guess one more question for you, Rad, personally. Being from Europe and all that stuff, how exciting is to see these European boxers face off for the European Championship? I know you're new here, but I'm sure you're pretty excited to see some of your fellow comrades, no matter what country they're from. You're all still under the Europe umbrella. How do you think about being partaking in the European finals this season?
Well, I think is that it's pretty exciting to finally see a European NHBL match. I have only seen the American one, though. At first, they said that they will cancel the European finals, but then they somehow resurrected it. I don't know. I somehow stopped looking at this thing, but now we're here. We're commentating it in Europe, and I haven't done much of a big pin, so. Yeah, I guess it's okay. And now I can see those ragdolls being not those kind of glitches because I have the highest ping in the server.
2 warm-ups have already occurred. Last warm-up here for Retro.
All right, the bell's rung. Both boxers coming out of the gate real quick there, and Retro's getting some nice punches there. I think kind of catching Backs off guard. Backs trying to come back in that one, but unfortunately Retro ends that one pretty quickly there, and he's up 1-0 for Retro. All right, so Retro's up 1-0 here. And they both come out with both punches to each other there. And they're going to be a slugfest here, but I think Retro is up 1 or up 2 on that one. And he's up 2-0. All right, the bell's rung. Retro's looking to advance in the next round there. Oh, and he's getting some quick punches off real quick. And Baxter is going to have to try to dodge, but he cannot. Retro with the laser focus. He wins this one 3-0. He moves on. And we're here for the main event of this evening. It is best 3 out of 5 between Setup Lit in the red and SpaceVegemite in the blue. And both boxers are going to get ready for their warm-up rounds. 3 warm-up rounds, of course. So both boxers are going to be ready for that. So I think Deku's going to just kind of lay the ground rules here.
The standard no jumping, no crouching sort of deal. Start your 3 warm-up rounds when I leave, please.
Deku and those ropes, we need to have a whole series on that, because that is a rivalry based from like early this year. It is a match I can't wait to see. Book it, Fedora, book it. Anyways, so all jokes aside, of course, we're gonna see a warm-up rounds, of course, 3 there. As we know, warm-up rounds are a good indication of what we might see, but also some maybe not so much. SpaceVegemite gets the first one there. Radovan, what are you seeing in SpaceVegemite's game here? It seems to be, kind of relaxed almost. I mean, I imagine he is. He already won the Clash. He's already qualified for finals for the end of the year. But SpaceVegemite's looking pretty calm, cool, and relaxed. What do you think on his play in that last round for the warm-up rounds, Radovan?
Well, what can I say? That now at the first warm-up round, we could see that Setup Lit was going fully aggressive, and SpaceVegemite was kind of calm. He just waited for him to go for his direction and then strike him down. And
like
yet
we just saw, yeah. Yeah, exactly how you said it. He just did it again. So that might be a strategy he's going to go towards multiple times in the match, and that's something that that maybe Setup Blitz might have to counter.
Yeah, kind of. So we can talk about that SpaceVegemite is going to use the same tactics all over again, like going all around the arena, trying to dodge every single hit, and yet we can see that Setup is not really going very well on these setup rounds.
Yeah, and it just seems like SpaceVegemite's just quicker when it comes to actually to the punch, to the first punch, because as you know, the first punch is so important. But your final thoughts on Setup Lit? I mean, like I said, he's kind of. You lost all those warm-up rounds. What do you say about Setup Lit in this one?
He's got to go a bit less aggressive. I mean, he can't just rush into him and then fall for his bait. He gotta do the same thing, kind of just bait him and hope it will work out. But I guess Space is not that dumb.
All right, so both boxers are ready. Here's your main event tonight. Both boxers getting a good punch there, and it looked like I thought SpaceVegemite missed there, but I guess he got a connect there. Again, ping difference on my end possibly, and SpaceVegemite comes out aggressive at the end of that one, and Setup Lit, I think, was starting to ease back towards the end of that match, and maybe that was just more worse for wear, Radovan.
In my opinion, he was trying to establish the baiting tactics, kind of copied the same thing as Space did, but then he did actually some great hits. I mean, he kind of moved around, landed those hits one by one, but then somehow he missed one, and that made him, that was the biggest weakness for him.
All right, so SpaceVegemite's looking to get a 2-0 lead over Setup Lit. Setup Lit's getting right by the ropes there. And it might actually work out for him. Both boxers are even with punches. SpaceVegemite punch. A very risky maneuver by Setup Lit to try to, I guess, kind of bait him. But I'm just going to say it was a little bit peculiar of why he trapped himself with that rope there. There's no, give with that rope. So Radovan, can you kind of explain maybe of why, SpaceVegemite got that win?
To me, I guess he somehow managed. He won Setup Lit trying to kind of push him to the corner and then finish him there off. But then he lost some of those hits, didn't land those anything, and well, that happened.
All right, Space Vegemite put in chat, don't hold back setup. We'll see if setup can actually try to pull off a comeback here. Both being aggressive, and oh no, setup missed that last punch. And Space Vegemite missed. Oh, but no, didn't matter. It didn't matter at the end. Space Vegemite wins this one 3-0 over Setup Lit, and Space Vegemite will be going up against Retro next week. Ooh, what a match that's going to be. But tonight, in that last round, though, Radovan, Setup Lit tried to bait him so hard, but he missed that very crucial punch.
On the first start at the beginning, they punched both simultaneously. So, and then some kind of they both. And then the second punch was kind of more of a miss, and then they both started to deal with punches to each other. Eventually, Setup Lit didn't really hit the last punch, and Space Vegemite took the opportunity and then completely annihilated him.